Salut pour tous et soyez les bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Eder Zanetti. For you that are following our series on the new global carbon market, I've been dedicating a series of programs first to talk about the 6.2 article of the Paris Agreement. The 6.2 article is the one that foresees joint implementation between countries in order to fulfill their national determined contributions. The national determined contributions are the goals set by the countries to achieve their climate ambition. So the much they are willing to contribute to this fight against climate change. So each country established its own indices, and they can jointly implement process or technologies which will allow them to reduce emissions or increase removals and create jobs and incomes while doing that. And one sector which is relevant for Brazil is the construction sector. So the largest contribution for the greenhouse gas emissions in Brazil is the cement sector. So we can have technological or process which are being used in Europe, for example. If we have a country in Europe willing to do joint implementation with Brazil for transferring our ITMOs, the international transferable mitigation opportunities, we can have a technology transfer. For example, we have in the US today a lot of cement factories which are introducing direct air carbon capture and injection in the cement. So the cement will have carbon and we will store this in the construction sector. Or we can use more wood in the construction sector in Brazil. There is a large space to increasing the use of wood in Brazil. For example, to reach the 35% that we have in the construction sector in Europe. Here in Brazil is less than 3%. So 10 times we can consume more wood in Brazil. This will store more carbon, reduce the emissions from the cement. And we can, of course, send this wood abroad to Europe, and they will also take advantage of these carbon credits which are related with the production and consumption of wood in the countries. So one example of an ITMO which could be easily implemented in Brazil is one that replaces cement by wood. And we will be talking further about this. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on our daily struggle for justice. Eder Zanetti for tous les amis africains.